In the Chan kingdom, there was a village. In this village, there was a man named Obinna. He was very hard-working. Obinna had a son named Ugonna. Ugonna was a happy and playful boy. One sunny day, Ugonna and his friend were coming back from school. They were talking and laughing. Suddenly, some boys jumped out from a big, wide bush. The boys grabbed Ugonna and his friend. They said, "Our captain wants to see you." Ugonna and his friend were very scared. They did not know what to do. Their hearts were beating fast. The boys took them into the bush. The bush was dark and scary. Ugonna held his friend's hand. They both wished they were at home. Please subscribe to the channel for more captivating and interactive African reality stories. As they walked deeper into the bush, Ugonna thought about his father, Obinna. He wished his father was there to help them. Ugonna and his friend walked and walked until they saw a big, strong man. This man was the captain. The captain looked at Ugonna and his friend. He had a serious face. He asked, "Why are you in my forest?" Ugonna was too scared to speak. His friend was shaking with fear. The captain waited for an answer. Please drop your comments on what you think about truthfulness. Thank you. Just then, a bird flew by and sang a sweet song. The song made Ugonna feel a little brave. He remembered what his father always told him, always tell the truth. Ugonna took a deep breath. He looked at the captain and said, "We were coming home from school. We did not mean to come into your forest." The captain listened. He did not look so scary now. He asked, "Why didn't you tell your parents where you were going?" Ugonna and his friend were quiet. They had not told their parents they were playing near the bush. Ugonna felt sad. He knew he should have told his father the truth. The captain said, "I will let you go, but you must promise to always tell your parents the truth." Ugonna and his friend nodded. They promised to always tell the truth. The captain smiled and let them go. Ugonna and his friend ran out of the bush. They were happy to be safe. When Ugonna got home, he hugged his father. He told him everything that happened. Obinna was proud of Ugonna for telling the truth. He hugged Ugonna and said, "Always tell your parents the truth, and you will be safe." Ugonna was happy to be home with his father. The next day he went to school and told his teacher what happened. The teacher praised Ugonna for telling the truth and reminded all the children to always be honest with their parents. A few days later, Ugonna and his friend decided to go to the river to play. This time they remembered their promise. They went to Obinna and said, "Papa, we are going to the river to play. Can we go?" Obinna smiled and said, "Yes, you can go, but be careful and come back before it gets dark." Ugonna and his friend promised to be careful. They ran to the river, laughing and playing. At the river, they saw a beautiful bird with bright blue feathers. The bird was singing a sweet song. Ugonna and his friend watched the bird and felt happy. They played by the river, splashing water and having fun. As the sun started to set, Ugonna remembered his father's words. "We should go home now," he told his friend. His friend agreed, and they started to walk back to the village. On their way home, they met an old woman. She was carrying a heavy basket of yams. She looked tired and needed help. Ugonna and his friend ran to her and said, "Can we help you carry your basket?" The old woman smiled and said, "Yes, thank you, my children." Ugonna and his friend took turns carrying the basket. It was heavy, but they did not mind. They wanted to help. When they reached the village, the old woman thanked them. She gave them each a big, sweet mango as a gift. Ugonna and his friend were happy. They said goodbye to the old woman and ran home. When Ugonna got home, he told his father everything. He told him about the bird, the river, and helping the old woman. Obinna was very proud of Ugonna. "You did a good thing by helping the old woman," he said. "And you kept your promise by telling the truth." Ugonna felt proud and happy. He hugged his father and said, "I will always tell the truth, Papa." From that day on, Ugonna always told his parents the truth. He felt safe and happy knowing that his parents were there to help him. Ugonna's friends also learned to be honest with their parents. The village became a place where everyone told the truth and everyone was happy. And so the story of Ugonna teaches us that telling the truth is very important. It keeps us safe and makes us happy. Always tell your parents the truth, just like Ugonna did. As time went on, Ugonna continued to grow and learn. He became known in the village not just for his honesty, but also for his kindness and bravery. The villagers trusted him and admired his good heart. One day, as Ugonna was walking home from school, he saw a group of children gathered around a tree. They looked worried. Ugonna hurried over to see what was happening. He saw a small kitten stuck high up in the branches, meowing for help. The children were afraid to climb the tree. It was tall and the branches were thin. Ugonna thought about what to do. He knew he had to help, but he also knew it was dangerous. He decided to go home and tell his father. When he reached home, he found Obinna working in the garden. Papa, Ugonna said, there is a kitten stuck in a tree near the school. The children are scared and don't know what to do. Obinna looked at Ugonna and said, you did the right thing by telling me. Let's go see how we can help. They walked to the tree together. When they arrived, Obinna assessed the situation. He saw the fear in the children's eyes and knew he had to act carefully. Ugonna, he said, you stay here with the children. I will climb the tree and rescue the kitten. Obinna slowly and carefully climbed the tree. The children watched in silence, hoping for the kitten to be saved. Ugonna stood beside them, holding their hands and reassuring them that everything would be okay. Obinna reached the branch where the kitten was stuck. He gently took the kitten in his arms and slowly climbed back down. When he reached the ground, the children cheered. The kitten was safe. Ugonna thanked his father and took the kitten in his arms. The little kitten purred and snuggled close to Ugonna. One of the children, a little girl, stepped forward. She said, this is my kitten. Thank you for saving her. Ugonna smiled and said, you're welcome. Remember, it's always good to tell someone when you need help. It can make things better and safer. The little girl nodded and hugged her kitten tightly. Obinna looked at Ugonna with pride. You did a good thing today, my son, he said. You showed kindness and bravery, and you remembered to tell the truth. Ugonna felt happy and proud. He knew that telling the truth and asking for help when needed was the right thing to do. From that day on, Ugonna continued to help others and always told the truth. The village of Chime Kingdom became a place where honesty and kindness were valued by everyone. And so the story of Ugonna reminds us all to be honest, to be kind, and to always tell our parents the truth. This way we can be safe, happy, and make our world a better place. One evening, Ugonna and his father Obinna were sitting outside their home, enjoying the cool breeze. The sky was turning orange as the sun began to set. Obinna looked at Ugonna and said, you have grown to be a fine boy, Ugonna. Always remember the importance of truth and kindness. Ugonna smiled and nodded. He enjoyed spending time with his father and listening to his wise words. The next day, Ugonna went to school as usual. During lunchtime, his friend Chidi came to him, looking worried. Ugonna, I need your help, Chidi said. Ugonna asked, what's wrong, Chidi? Chidi hesitated, then said, I lost my mother's necklace. It's very special to her and I can't find it anywhere. I was playing near the market when it disappeared. Ugonna thought for a moment. He remembered how important it was to be honest and to ask for help when needed. Let's go to the market and look for it, he said. We can ask people if they've seen it. Chidi looked relieved and agreed. After school, they went to the market together. The market was busy and full of people. Ugonna and Chidi went from stall to stall, asking if anyone had seen the necklace. As they searched, an old man selling fruits noticed them. What are you boys looking for? He asked kindly. Chidi replied, we are looking for my mother's necklace. It is very special to her and I lost it here. The old man thought for a moment and then said, I saw a necklace like that. A young boy picked it up earlier. He lives in the next village. Chidi's face lit up with hope. Can you show us where he lives? He asked. The old man nodded. Follow me, he said. Ugonna and Chidi followed the old man to the next village. They arrived at a small house where the young boy lived. The old man knocked on the door, and a kind woman answered. The young boy, who found the necklace, stood beside her. The old man explained why they were there, and the woman smiled. My son found the necklace and was going to look for the owner. Here it is, she said, handing the necklace to Chidi. Chidi was overjoyed. Thank you so much, he said. My mother will be very happy. Ugonna felt proud. They had found the necklace by being honest and asking for help. They thanked the old man and the kind woman, then returned to their village. When Chidi got home, he told his mother everything. She was very happy and grateful to Ugonna and the old man. She said, Chidi, always remember to be honest and to ask for help when you need it. Good things happen when you tell the truth. That evening, Ugonna told his father about their adventure. Obinna listened and said, You did a wonderful thing today, Ugonna. You helped your friend and remembered the importance of truth and kindness. I am very proud of you. Ugonna felt happy and warm inside. He hugged his father and said, I will always remember to tell the truth and help others. From that day on, Ugonna, Chidi, and all the children in the village of Chime Kingdom knew the value of honesty and kindness. They grew up to be good, trustworthy people who made their village a wonderful place to live. And so the story of Ugonna teaches us all that telling the truth, asking for help, and being kind can lead to happy endings. Always remember to tell your parents the truth, and your heart will be full of joy.